Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Leap Podcast. I'm Jennifer here with my fantastic co-host, Daniel.
Hey there, listeners. Today's episode is a big one. We're tackling a topic that's a part of all our lives, social media. And the title of today's episode says it all, How Social Media Destroys Your Life. We'll be looking at why social media is so addictive and how it might be affecting us in ways we don't even realize.
That's right. We're talking about everything from why we can't stop scrolling to how social media can impact our self-esteem and mental health. So if you've ever found yourself wondering why you're glued to your phone or why you feel down after scrolling through Instagram, this episode is for you.
Jennifer, let's get real for a second. Have you ever been on your phone planning to check one little thing and suddenly it's been like an hour and you're deep in some random video about, I don't know, how to make pottery?
Oh, absolutely. It's like I go in to check one thing, and before I know it, I'm watching baby goats jumping around. It's like, where did the time go? Social media has this magical ability to make us lose track of time.
Exactly. I can't tell you how many times I've said, I'll just be a minute, only to end up watching videos of, get this, people organizing their closets. Which, by the way, my closet looks nothing like those. But I keep watching anyway. It's addictive.
It is. And here's the crazy part. Science actually explains why this happens. Social media apps are designed to keep us coming back for more. It's all about those little hits of dopamine we get every time we see something we like or get a new notification.
And dopamine, for anyone who doesn't know, is that feel-good chemical in our brains. It's what makes us feel happy or excited. And it's the same chemical that's released when we eat chocolate, win a game, or laugh at a great joke. So every time we get a notification, our brain says, ooh, that feels nice. Let's do it again.
Exactly. And the more we get that feeling, the more we want it. It's a bit like a video game. Each like or comment is a tiny reward that keeps us playing. And before we know it, we're hooked.
Which is wild, right? Because we're not playing a game or eating chocolate. We're just scrolling. But our brains can't tell the difference. They just know they want that next hit of dopamine.
Yes. And that's what makes it so hard to put our phones down. We get trapped in a cycle of constantly checking for those little rewards, even when we know we should probably stop.
Oh, and just before we go deeper into the topic, we have a free PDF for this episode. It's full of key points, useful phrases, and vocabulary. So if you'd like to follow along or review later, check the description for the download link.
Yes, it's perfect for anyone who wants to take notes or needs a reminder of what we discussed today. All right, let's get into it. There's a lot to cover. So let's start with why social media is so addictive. We touched on dopamine, but there's more to it. It's also about instant gratification. That feeling of getting something quickly without much effort. Think about it. You post a photo, and within seconds you might have likes or comments.
Right! And let's be honest, that instant feedback feels good. You don't have to wait or work hard to feel appreciated. It's like post a photo, get a like, feel happy. Simple, right? But it's also kind of dangerous.
Exactly, because it teaches our brains to crave those quick rewards. It's a bit like eating junk food. It tastes good in the moment, but it's not exactly good for us. And over time, we start to rely on social media for that instant happiness.
And the scary part? It makes other things in life feel slow or boring. Like waiting in line or reading a book doesn't give us that quick dopamine hit. So our brains are like, this isn't as fun.
Yes, it can actually change how we see other activities. We start feeling like if it's not fast or instantly rewarding, it's not worth it. And that can really mess with our patience and focus.
And speaking of focus, social media can seriously mess with our attention span. Have you ever noticed how short videos keep getting shorter? First, we had YouTube with long videos, then came Instagram with shorter ones, and now TikTok has quick 10-second videos that loop.
Yes! And our brains start to get used to that fast pace. We go from one video to the next, and suddenly, sitting through a 30-minute documentary feels like running a marathon.
So true. I've tried to read a book sometimes, and my brain's just like, come on, where's the action? Where's the excitement? It's like we're training ourselves to want constant entertainment.
Uh-huh.
And that's not good for things like studying, working, or even just enjoying quiet moments. Our attention spans get shorter, and our ability to focus on one thing for a long time decreases. It's like social media has rewired our brains to be impatient.
Exactly. And when we can't focus, it affects our productivity, our learning, and even our relationships. Suddenly, real conversations seem slow or boring because we're used to that quick pace.
Now let's talk about the comparison trap. Social media is full of perfect pictures, vacations, fancy food, happy families, and even though we know it's not the full story, it's hard not to compare.
Yes. It's like you see someone's beach photo and suddenly your own life feels kind of dull. You start thinking, why am I not doing that? Why don't I have that?
And it's even worse because people usually only post the best parts of their lives. We don't see the struggles, the boring days, or the challenges. So we end up comparing our whole lives to someone's highlight reel.
It's like seeing a movie trailer, all the exciting parts, but none of the behind-the-scenes work. And when we compare ourselves, it's easy to feel like we're falling behind.
Exactly. And that can lead to feelings of jealousy, sadness, and even depression. We start to think everyone else has it better, but really, we're all just seeing the surface.
And then there's the effect on our relationships. Have you ever noticed people sitting together, but everyone's on their phone? It's like we're together, but not actually together.
Yes, it's kind of funny, but also kind of sad. We're so busy checking in on people who aren't there that we miss the people who are.
And it's true. Studies show that being on our phones all the time can actually make us feel more isolated. We're connected to hundreds of people online, but it can make us forget to build strong, real-life connections.
Uh-huh.
Right. And over time, this can lead to feelings of loneliness, even when we're surrounded by people. It's like social media tricks us into thinking we're connected, but it's not the same as real, face-to-face interaction.
Mm-hmm. And finally, let's talk about the impact on mental health. Spending hours on social media has been linked to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. It's especially tough when we're constantly comparing ourselves to others.
Yes, when we look to social media for validation, it can really mess with our self-worth. We start to think that if we don't get enough likes or comments, we're not good enough. It's like our value is based on numbers instead of who we are.
And it's easy to fall into that mindset, right? One day, you get a lot of likes and you feel great. The next day, not as much, and suddenly you're questioning yourself.
Exactly. And over time, this can lead to bigger issues, like anxiety or depression, because we're relying on something external to feel good about ourselves. It's a dangerous cycle.
Well, that was quite a deep dive into the effects of social media. It really gives us a lot to think about.
Absolutely. And for those of you listening who want to get a better grasp on the vocabulary we discussed, we've got you covered.
Yes, it's time for our vocabulary breakdown with Charlotte. She'll go over some of the key words and phrases from today's episode to help you understand them better and put them into practice.
Take it away, Charlotte.
Hello, listeners. It's Charlotte here with some important vocabulary and phrases from today's episode. Let's dive in and explore these words to help you understand and use them better. Addiction. Meaning, a strong, often harmful need to keep doing something repeatedly. Example, video games can sometimes lead to addiction, making it hard for people to stop playing. Instant gratification, meaning, the desire to experience pleasure or satisfaction immediately, without delay. Example, shopping online can offer instant gratification, as you can buy things with just one click. Dopamine, meaning, a chemical in the brain that makes us feel happy or excited, often released when we experience something enjoyable. Example, eating chocolate releases dopamine in the brain, making us feel pleasure. Attention span, meaning, the amount of time someone can focus on one thing without becoming distracted. Example, reading a book requires a longer attention span than watching short videos. Comparison trap, meaning the habit of comparing oneself to others, often leading to feelings of jealousy or inadequacy. Example: falling into the comparison trap can make people feel like they're not achieving enough. Self-worth, meaning the sense of one's own value or worth as a person. Example: it's important to build self-worth from within, rather than relying on others' opinions. Validation, meaning the need for approval or recognition from others to feel good about oneself. Example: many people seek validation through compliments, but true confidence comes from within. Face-to-face interaction, meaning direct, in-person communication between people. Example: face-to-face interaction helps people connect on a deeper level than texting. Isolation, meaning the state of feeling alone or separated from others. Example: working from home can sometimes lead to feelings of isolation. Mindful, meaning being aware and thoughtful about one's actions and feelings. Example: being mindful of our words can help us communicate more kindly and effectively. That's it for today's vocabulary. Try using these words in sentences this week to make them more familiar. Remember, being mindful of how social media affects us can help us make better choices. Good luck and keep practicing.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. These vocabulary tips are always so helpful.
Yes, thank you, Charlotte. It makes understanding these topics a whole lot easier.
Wow, that was a lot to unpack. I hope this episode gives everyone something to think about. Social media can be a powerful tool, but it's important to be mindful of how it affects us.
Yes, it's all about balance. Social media isn't all bad, but knowing how it affects us can help us make healthier choices. We hope this episode was helpful and gave you some insights.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Don't forget to download the PDF with all the key points and vocabulary from today's episode. You'll find the link in the description.
And remember, a little break from social media might be just what you need. Take care, and thank you for listening.
Goodbye for now, and remember, don't let social media control you. Be in control.